Jewel music. Drop a jewel.
Welcome to the Drop a Jewel SpotlightCast, and I'm your host, B Funk. Now, if it's your first time, this is where we drop some of the best jewels in the game from the present, from the past, and into the future. So we appreciate you checking us out today. And we're going to get started with our Jewel Voice of the Week. That's where we have a quote that catches our attention somewhere during the course of the week. And this week, it caught my attention, a good quote, and it was not really by a particular person. It was just out there. And it says, stress less and enjoy your best. Of course, I put a spin on it when I thought about it. I'm like, stress less and enjoy your best self. And to me, it just was saying, you know, we can't let stress stop us from being our best selves. We can't let the stress stop us from being the best that we can be. So I believe that's added some little value to me, and I think that was a pretty powerful, that we cannot let stress stop us from being our best. Now let's get to the jewel of the week. And this week, we got a song that's definitely a powerful song, definitely jewel. And it's called Get Up Git Out by Outkast featuring the Goodie Mob. Salute to Outkast featuring Goodie Mob for the jewel of the week. Get up, get out. So, let me unwrap this one for you a bit on how it resonated with me and how what I got from the song or from the jewel. Okay, I kind of will break it down into about 4 different parts. Okay, and I'm starting the hook is really the central part that really stood out to me, and how that started off is, you know, get up, get out, and get something. And that was powerful in a regard that says, you know, get up, get out, and go get something. But what are we speaking of? Go get something. To me, I'm just looking into that and saying, hey, go get something. Leave a legacy, and whatever it is you're trying to do. You can have kids or not have kids or whatever, but when your name's on something, or when your name come across the table, have some type of legacy tied to it. You know, go out and get something. Get a legacy. Leave a legacy. So to me, that's how that resonated with me. You know, get up, get out, and go leave a legacy. And that was the first part that just, you know, struck me. And then it went on in there to say, don't let the days of your life pass you by, and don't spend all your time trying to get high. Now that comes in 2 parts for me, to saying, well, it's dealing with regulating your time, you know, putting a premium on your time, regulating that. Don't let your time be bonded by whatever vice it is. It may not be a drug. It may not be getting high. It may be something else, it's all kind of vice. It may be relationship. It may be habits, bad habits that are not serving you well. So it's like, you know, regulate your time and put a premium on your time. When they talk about don't let your days of your life pass you by, you know, don't spend all your time trying to get high. Don't spend all your time on that vice, on that bad habit. Okay, so we're looking at, you know, regulating your time and putting a premium on your time when you're trying to get out there and leave a legacy. And then the last part of that hook, we're saying to us, you and I got to do for you and I. That's all about simply just resonates loudly. Community today, massive impact. Today in the community, you and I got to do for you and I. We got to start thinking about each other understanding that's what we have, and we move forward collectively. We move forward collectively when it's a negative situation, or if it's something like that. We should be able to collectively understand that you and I got to do for you and I, and we got to start looking out for each other and move collectively in that regard. So that was huge and had a huge community element to it. And lastly, I'll break it down to say, going into the verse, and basically I'm dealing with CeeLo's verse, where it was a powerful moment in there. And if you look at the video, I'll put the link in there for you to be able to see that he was talking, he was checking himself. And he referenced his aunt, but he was checking himself. It's like, and I look at it, it resonated with me because I think about big self, little self. So that big self was checking that little self. It was that self-discipline. It was that check. Like, what you do? What you gonna do? So the times that you ain't on your square, you ain't moving like you supposed to move. Your big self should be checking yourself. Be okay with that big self, that voice in you, that big voice saying, "Hey, what you doing, man? You know you're supposed to be getting up, get out here, and making something happen. You know you better than that. What you doing? Check yourself. Check yourself." So that was powerful in there in that verse, where he was really checking himself, asking himself the tough questions. Ask yourself the tough questions. Let the big self make the little self step up and answer. So that was huge. That was huge. So that's how the parts of that song that resonated with me, and I just kind of break it down briefly for you, but just from my perspective, and that just make sure that you listen to the entire song, and each verse, each person in there that's spitting the verses got a little bit something different spin on things, and the hook in this collective just really does spark a fire to really get up, get out, and get something. It's so relevant today for us to get up, get out, and get something and leave a legacy. Now, with that being said, we're gonna salute Outkast and the Goodie Mob for Get Up and Get Out. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hope we was able to add some value for you today, because that's what we aim to do, is add value to you. And drop a jewel SpotlightCast. Now, you want to check us out on our YouTube channel and on our IGTV. And make sure you like and share, and make sure somebody else can get some value as well. So with that being said, we'll see you next episode. And always remember, to drop a jewel SpotlightCast. We the winners, and the realest come with us.
We the winners, the realest come with us. We the winners, the realest come with us. We the winners, we keep coming. Can't stop us, we keep coming.